welcome everyone. Let me see if everything is working as it should. Alright. Full grit. Let me see if you can hear me properly. Hello everyone, can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me as I just heard my voice in the stream. Welcome everyone to the eighth round of Advanced Series here in HSRT for Season 4 of HSRT Advanced Series. Obviously, as we know, they're linked with FSC. Welcome to a rainy qualifying session in Silverstone, in the United Kingdom. I'll be alone in the commentary box tonight. And it seems like, yeah, it is a full grid, so I'm gonna go through the lineups quite quickly. We've had a few things happen behind the scenes in both leagues, and some news will be coming shortly over the coming weeks. Apart from the mid-season power rankings video that will be released this weekend, I'll try and get it released as soon as possible. Obviously, time is not on my side in this case, so sorry for that, but it will be released. Just need to find the right time when to finish it and publish it. So yeah, other than that, there's gonna be all the behind the scenes thing related, only available to staff, that you will be able to actually see once they get finalized. But yeah, you'll see there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes to get for season 8, as well as waiting obviously on what F124 will bring us. But we're in Silverstone for tonight, so let's focus on the sprint weekend as ST Plays has to take avoiding action there from the Haas of I think Stelio there was Stelio with the Haas. The lineups for tonight are as follows: Formula and Jorgekis are filling the Alfa Romeos, followed by Ferrari Academy driver ST Plays, or Pagani Academy, depends on how you say it. Pagani Academy driver ST Plays in the Ferrari, and followed by his teammate Mike Sard in P18 at the moment, also in a flying lap. We'll go on board with them. Then we have Alexo and Billion in the Red Bulls, Flex and Kusai in the Mercedes, Danny Boy and Stella obviously in the Haas, as I said previously, Johnny and Lemon in the Alpines, Delanitis and Kirkhamlakis in the Aston Martins, Harry Wilkie, Autistic Goat, and FG Pro in the AlphaTauris, Possuman and Matt Copper in the Williams, HPE and Thunderspeeder, the last two drivers in the McLarens. As we have first benchmark laps set by Flex firstly and then Kusai to Mercedes in first and second at the moment, 136.045 by Flex and 135.772 from Kusai. The Map side in third with a 136.800, Alexo in third now with a 136.148. Following up, we'll have ST Place going fourth fastest with a 136.236, Stella going sixth fastest with a 137.378. Behind we have Thunderspeeder on 138.237. We have Williams coming, actually an Alpine, sorry. Alpine of Lemon 137.785 for the English driver. We have an AlphaTauri which has went through, but I don't see it in the timesheets. So I think they have started their flying lap. Jogic is up next to the line as he goes through the final couple of corners before hitting the transponder. So 138.041 for the Alfa driver who goes 8th fastest at the moment. Billion up next on a 136.870. We have the other two Mercedes next. One of them pitting, that's Flex. Kyosai going for another run. He doesn't improve, so I think he'll have to pit very soon, unless he's decided to go on another run right now, and I think he has. FG Prof, meanwhile, going 3rd fastest with 136.090. Looking quick from the AlphaTauri boys. I mean, it's only one at the moment, but we'll have the teammates shortly. As in Harry Wilkie. Twisted Goat. As he invalidated, never mind. Thunderspeeder there, placing himself in a Mercedes sandwich on a 135.854. Delanites, I think he's just set a lap. Yes, he has. 136.602 for the Aston Martin driver. And Kirkhamlack is also on a 148.327. I think he's going to have to improve that, probably. Johnny has just started their flight lap. We'll go on board with them as they will find some traffic on their way on their first flight lap of this session, as it seems. Matt is also on a lap as Johnny is quite a slidey exit there through turn 4. I think there's Johnny right behind Matt Copper. Is that true? No. Right ahead. If anything, as Postman has actually lost it. Postman has lost it. And he's facing backwards. Lost an entire front wing from that. Anyway, back onto Johnny. Probably the wet conditions do not help. Probably. But it doesn't matter, really. Who knows, it may rain actually in Silverstone also in FSC, but I doubt that because it's kind of starting to get warm. Get that kind of warm weather, so I don't know if that's going to be true, but my side, their manages to improve and going second fastest with a 135.677. The man on pole is still Kusai on a 135.265. Can Johnny take any of the top 10 positions? No, he cannot. He places himself behind his teammate in 13th with a 137.938. Matt Copper, meanwhile, placing himself in 8th position on a 136.561 for the Williams driver. Danny Boy has just started his first flying lap of this session through Formula E's and wets for some weird reason as Danny Boy almost loses it. Yeah, Danny Boy not having the best of times with his cars. It's so slidey around these corners, which does not help. It does not help at all. Hello? Hello, FG Pro in the chat. I'm very interested in who will take the pole. Because they should ask, but Danny Boy does a very big mistake there. Invalidating a Maggots and Beckett, which is a very common thing to do. And not when you're going slower through them. Mipesat, meanwhile, has managed to steal the pole time from Kusai, go 1/10 faster than the Mercedes driver, and set at 135.131, but still on the 135s, no one has managed to go below that time at the moment. I think we'll see somebody go for that and try to go below the almighty 135s. Lexi meanwhile is improving 4 tenths on his previous lap. Previous best lap, that is. Goes round the final corner to call it a day for his second run, I think. 135.596, places himself in third for a provisional at Mercedes 2-3 to start this sprint race with. Harry meanwhile, still confusing whether to call him Harry or Twisted Goat, considering he, on my screen it says Twisted Goat, but in the Discord he's named Harry Wilkie, so I don't know what kind of name to use. Meanwhile, he sets a purple sector 1. He invalidated his previous run, so that's why he still has no time set. And HBE, surprisingly, hasn't gone out. He's in wet, so I suppose he's going out very soon. But Formula has, and he's on wet. So 2 drivers looking to actually start from the back, as usual. But that would be Milan, technically. Normally, but obviously Milan is not here anymore after bad things happen, which I don't wanna reveal because it's already been quite shocking to me included. But yeah, SC Place, I think, yeah, SC Place went third fastest with a 135.485. There's Harry Wilkie up next to the line to set a 136.677, good enough for P11 but not P10 or top 10 in any way, which is not what you want. As expected, by the way, HBE is out on an out lap, so I think he's going for a lap on wets, which I don't blame him for. Sportsman is kind of having a battle with his teammate, possibly. I mean, his teammate having a tow off of him, but he's so close to him. Look at them, they're pushing each other. Matt Cooper is helping Bossman here, trying and get up the field, as he wants them alongside, or at least they're in the top 10. Let's go on board with Matt Cooper and see how they're trying to help their teammate. One interview question could be, we saw you were trying to help your teammate in qualifying. What are your thoughts on that? How did it feel tailing behind him to push him for every tenth that you gain in the wet conditions? And he just invalidated his and next lap he does, Matt Copper. Sportsman sets a 136.681, which still is not good enough for top 10. Both Danny Boy and HB on an out lap. The rest of the drivers have all set their times, including Formula, who set a 137.528 before invalidating his run and trying to rush back into the pits as soon as possible. HB has started a lap which we'll watch, but actually we won't, as he's on another cooldown lap, as he probably has realized the time he's running, and yeah, I think he's on another cooldown lap. I think Danny Boy won't have time for another lap either. I mean, he may, but he won't have time because he will have to recharge, even though it's wet conditions, so you don't really have to. Kokim Lack is there taking a nap outside of I cannot remember the corner name, but yeah, after the hangar straight anyway. Skusai gets disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. That's interesting. So that P2 that he got, now he's P20. And he wasn't looking to start from last, I can tell you. And now, both Ferraris are again in a 1-2. Don't win it this time, please. Meanwhile, Flex is on a lap and he's improving it. He's trying to give his teammates a tribute of some sort. Flex then for sector 1 he goes purple. It is purple. Almost 1/10 up on his previous lap time. The best lap time, however you want to put it, but goes through sector 2 now. He will soon reach Cops, which is a very known corner from one crash that happened in 2021. And now heading into sector 3 shortly after Maggots and Beckett. The HB got disqualified from the session for going in the wrong way. But that's HB's usual qualifying session in HSRT, so not too surprised from that. 3/10 up in sector 2, but not powerful. Mipside goes fastest with a 135.060, it's still there. Only 135 is not able to go below that, as Flex is catching up. One of the cars in front, I think that will be Postman, probably. Maybe Postman. As Flex puts him in a Ferrari sandwich. Now it's only SC players who could deny Flex of having a P2, because if he wants a top 2, he has to push. Matt Copper also got disqualified for going the wrong way. What is happening with this game tonight? Danny Boy retired in on track actually. What happened? Oh, he just retired like that. Okay. We should do it in the pits, but whatever. Matt Copper, yeah, got disqualified for going the wrong way, so it will be HPE starting last, then Matt Copper 19th and Kyosai 18th. At least Kyosai will gain a few places from the other 2 disqualifications. The qualifying session has ended, so we'll go on board with the last remaining drivers on their laps, starting from Delanitis, who's improving. Will he improve that much though? Yes, he will, as it goes 6th fastest with a 135.709. As Mipside goes on a 134.535. So that's, I think, the definite pole time, unless anything else can happen. Flex has spun it on his last run, so this gives time for SC Place to prove something here. As he will be, I think, yes, no, actually, does Harry first, Swissy first. I don't know if he's improving, but I know this will be his last run, so he has to show that he's capable of a P2 position. Oh my god, that's so unexpected. 134.908. These drivers are coming in clutch right now. SC plays next to the line for not an improvement. He stays P4. Harry Wilk has managed to deny a potential Ferrari podium in qualifying. Who's next? There's no one else next, right? Yeah, Thunder Speeder has gone back to the pits. But what a sudden ending to this session. There's Mipside in pole on a definite pole time. But then there's Harry Wilkie, who all of a sudden managed to go from like outside of top 10 to P2 in one lap. 134.908 for the AlphaTauri driver, followed by Flex, who completes the podium, and then SC plays FG Prof, Stello, Delanitis, Alexo, Thunder Speeder, Danny Boy, Billion. Danny Boy has been saved by Billion, not actually improving his lap time, or if it is, he didn't actually manage to overtake Danny Boy. And we have Postman then, and I have to read the rest. Postman in 12th, Kirkulax is in 13th, Lemon in 14th, Johnny in 15th, Joker Case in 16th, Formula in 17th, Kusai in 18th, Matt Copper in 19th, and HBE in 20th. And those last three drivers, these last three drivers, being disqualified for the through some of very weird reasons, I would say. Formula, the only driver who's qualified on wets, being the slowest of the field, not counting disqualified people. That's because he was on wets. And now it's sprint time. 9 laps, followed by a 26 lap race. It looks to be dry for now in the sprint. Remember, this weather can be very challenging as it can turn to wet in a matter of literally laps. As we're waiting for the drivers to get ready, remember to wait till your host says, till your host readies up. So wait until you see the timer on your screens to whoever's driving and is watching the stream. Let me go and see. I mean, I think for the sprint it's useless to check because there's one tire which is faster than others, but there's also one tire which lasts longer and may be good for the end. Now, I'm gonna let you guess which tires are these, but yeah, it's gonna be up to drivers what to do in this sprint. Silverstone is a track that can lead you to doubt and that can trick you in some ways on which tire to use. Because you think there's not a lot of tire wear, but then the tires do not perform as good as you thought they would. So it's important to note that. As we are waiting, wait for the lights to come out quickly. Okay, and there we go then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and it's lights out. Now away we go in this sprint race of 9 laps. It's Maps are getting a good start off the line as we get to turn 1, as it seems like a clean start, but no, as there's a few drivers going off there, as there's more going off at the following corners. With the Haas staying start, Mats not having the best of starts, nor did Stello, and the two McLarens as well having a bit of a problem here in the midfield. You know, turn on whatever is required. We have an overtake going on. Very dirty overtake there from Postman. 3 drivers involved in that. Well, maybe on the speed turned in too much on Postman. But back again to the field we go. We have Billy and aggressive on Donanes trying to go past. Remember, it's only a sprint, guys. There's no need to risk anything. I think Billy may actually have some damage here because he's taking this corners too wide to not have damage. As he plays ahead, making a move on Flex as he takes a provisional Ferrari 1-2 once again in HSRT. Danny Boy there on Alexo as Billing gets dropped to P8, and Danny Boy makes the move to on Alexo for P6. Backside with a provisional 131.740 as the coming fastest lap of this sprint race. HB on the tail of Billing as well. I know Billing looked to be struggling earlier on as Kursai took the place on Kukenrakis. It seems like I know. There's a kind of overtake happening ahead, if you can see in the background. As Danny Boy and Alexo going side by side. But Danny Boy keeping P6. HB also trying going round the outside on Billion. But he has to stay behind. He has to wait. Surely they won't do it here. Surely not. Surely not. They did, and they did touch as well. But no contact apart from Matt Copper crashing out and causing a safety car in a sprint race on lap 2. And HB managed to get the place on Billion at the end. Danny Boy got pushed down to P7. Alexa got the place on P6. I don't know what happened to Matt Copper exactly, but all I know he's crashed out already. Right after, by the way, leaving FSC. He wasn't too happy with F1 cars, but that means that Matt Copper won't be an option for a Pro Series, I guess, unless he decides to join back. But once we publish the list, it's that list, and gonna do anything about it. New drivers that join won't be able to take part in Pro Series because they're not, then they cannot simply. It's updated every season, and you can only join another series on the start of another season. So, yeah. But anyway, if they have the necessary amount of points at the start of next season, then yes. But otherwise, I'll have to wait. Anyway, apart from that, kind of, inside knowledge, we have Mapsat leading, followed by SD Plays, Flex, Twisted Goat, Dolonitis, Alexo, Danny Boy, HB, Billion, Kusai, Kukumlakis, Stello, and Jokikis going for overtakes test. Pro, Formula, Lemon, Thunderspeeder, Johnny, and Postman. Both Williams. It's the first time I saw that. It's the first time I see that. But both Williams are in last place. Yes, I count the DNF as well because that's actually. Well, I haven't seen that for a while. I'm not gonna lie. Both Williams in last place. With Postman still having to catch up, but I think the safety car may be in this lap if Postman is able to catch up right in time. I think he may just be in this lap. I don't know, I have this feeling that he will be. I had it go very, very late in Japan, so I'm expecting everything from this. But I don't think it will. No, it won't. So there's another lap, and then we'll go back to racing on lap 5. There will be 5 laps remaining after that. Five laps. 5 out of 9. Sorry about the noises. Because here, Maps and S Place have a really, really good chance for the sprint at least. Then it's gonna, for the race, it's gonna be a matter of whether they can keep these guys, whether they can get a good strategy, if anything, because that's gonna matter a lot. And I really am curious to see how this will unfold in FSC on Friday. Considering there's been some action for the first few laps, there's obviously been a safety car, which was totally unexpected. But yeah. Anyway, let's do a run of tires before we get the confirmation of the safety car going in. We have Mipsart, Twisted Goat, Dolonitis, Alexo, HP, Billiam, Kusai, Jorgakis, Formula, Lemon, and Thunderspeeder on mediums, and then SD Place, Flex, Danny Boy, Kirkumlaki, Stello, FG Pro, Johnny Mate and Postman on softs. So quite mixed. The safety car obviously is in this lap. Quite mixed. But I do think that the safety car actually reset the race, because Tower on 3 lap all tires, it's nothing. So I've seen something happening at the back, but I wasn't sure what. FG Pro apparently got 5-second penalty for colliding with Formula, as Formula now drops to 19th place all of a sudden. Back to the front then, as we wait for Mapsa to restart this race, as he does so now, followed by ST Plays and Flex, not too far behind. HB meanwhile very close to Danny Boy, looking for a move at any moment now. So he looks for the inside there, he tries to send it round the inside at turn 3, but he cannot make it stick for the time being. He has a much better exit though. He has a much better exit. Danny Boy trying to leave him not much space, but he has to eventually. Formula retired in the pits. I mean, that was coming, I guess. And they're still side by side, these guys. HB trying to get advantage of the switchback, but Danny Boy has a slight better exit. Now HB takes a slipstream, has a better run round this little straight before cops. Surely not here, surely not. And surely not, in fact. Danny Boy knew what was coming, so had to lift there. And that's what would have had to happen in 2021 as well. But we move from that. Because apparently you can do moves at cops. So was just a tile fight there, I think, as Jokikis is lagging a bit, causing a bit of issues here, as there's Lemon sending it from nowhere, spinning Johnny Mate as well, I think. No, actually, spun himself only in that, and finds himself in P18 now with 4 lap all mediums. The speed being passed by Postman, making some places, the Williams driver. HB meanwhile very close to Alexa, as he made the move on Danny Boy earlier on. As we saw, Cookie Black is also making the move on Million, and now having to fend off Cello for 10th place. Cookie Black is very close to gaining that point in this sprint, unless everyone gets points in this sprint. I don't know how. Even if the sprint points are the same as real life, like we do in FSC here. I know the points in the race, everyone gets points, but I don't know how about the sprints. HB meanwhile getting past the Red Bull of Alexo, as he doesn't have Gear S on bonuses, because the S gets enabled from next lap. Still, Alexa looking to still push him. He tries to fight this as much as he can. He gets very close to him. Gets enabled as expected. And the speaker meanwhile also very close to Jorgikis for a move, but not much time to do one. We move back to HBE, as Danny Boy there sending it on the inside on Alexo. We also have HB trying for a move. Then we're going for the weirdest of lines, and that spun him out. And he reset the track as well. But yeah, HB at the end managed to make the move on Alexo and on Dolantes as well. He up into P5 now. You know what? I think HB is on to a win here. I don't know, but it's lap 7 and he's in P5 already. May not be for the sprint race, but definitely for the main race. Starting in P5, unless everything goes terribly wrong, but we don't know until the race happens. Jokikis and Johnny Mate may have done a Lewis versus Verstappen cops, I think. Flax getting past Essie place all of a sudden. And Harry Wilkie not too far behind. For real though. Tonight is dropping places for some weird reason in P11 now. There's a bit of this thing in this lobby. Yeah, because Kirkhamlak is now somehow in P6. So he almost loses it around turn 3. Up into turn 4. Johnny has retired in the pits. Now with DRS, Billy will try to get past the Aston Martin. Will Stella try it as well? No, he cannot. But Billy has made it past the Aston Martin and now will move up into P6. 6 seconds behind HB. He's trying to chase down Harry, who also is trying to chase down Leslie Place, who is trying to chase down Flex. And Postman has got past Danny Boy on very low ES, but same for Danny Boy. Steve Place getting close to Flex. Will he try it? No. He won't try it, but Harry looked like he could. He should be getting very close to Harry there. Lemon with a 3-second time penalty for track limits, and there's a lot of things. Oh my god, that was big. Gregorlakis lost it, and then lost it again and crashed into the barriers, and so did FG Prof retired on track. What is happening in this race? Well, Harry has got dropped from HBE, and HBE is now fighting with SD Place. Hold on. HBE is up into P3 at the last lap. SD Place is now struggling a lot. He found himself in P2, now dropping all the way back to P4. This could be the fight. This could be the fight. With a trademark symbol. Can HBE get P2 and start behind Mapside and say hello, I'm here as well? He doesn't have the IS, which puts him in a bit of a trouble here, because S Places could try anything right now, but he's too far back to try something. But he still has one corner to go, and Mapside, I think, unless no, Mapsad has got the win in his hands. He wins the sprint from Flex in second, from HB. What a recovery from this man in third. As he plays in fourth, Harry Wilkie in fifth, Stelio in sixth, Billion and Lexo in seventh and eighth respectively, but Kursai jumps him due to penalties. And Delanities in ninth, Lexo drops to 10th, Postman in 11th, Postman, what a jump as well. Thunder Spitter in 12th, Joker is in 13th, Lemon in 14th, but will finish 15th due to Danny Boy being very close to him. Wait 1 minute as usual. For the race. So that's your results, which I got, by the way, at the end of the sprint. Yeah. I'll try and get the full ones at the end of this. Anyway, we'll wait for strategies. Remember to wait. I'll be back as we get underway. So give me a minute to be back. Well, yeah. Couple of minutes. Well, it wasn't really a minute, but I'm back. Just don't want to miss the start, so better get ready earlier. I think we'll be going very soon. Very interesting choices. I'm very interested in what will happen here. Yeah. Right, I think we'll be starting now. We're just waiting for the lights to come out. It will be a long race now, 26 laps, and one winner. Make sure to, if you want to do any predictions, you can share them in the chat. We'll have a long race ahead of us. So yeah, I'll have a few, I think I have some time to check. Especially because it seems to be dry, and I don't know if it's gonna change at any moment in the race, so yeah, we'll see. I'm sure we'll enjoy it anyway. By the way, for whoever is in FSC, travel plan for round 8 has been published. 5 red lights anyway. Lights out, and away we go for 26 laps racing around Silverstone. Mapsa gets a good start. There's a few laggy people at the back, but HBE takes second all of a sudden in turn 1, side by side with Flex. At turn 3, almost stops. The Ferrari of Mapsa there. ST Place coming in clutch here on the inside of Flex as well, and manages to make it up P3. But he's still side by side with the Mercedes as he has a better exit round the outside. And HB takes P1 like now. Takes the lead of the race for the time being. ST Place and Flex are still side by side. Flex defending like never before. And ST Place doesn't want to let go of that. This is beautiful. At Cups we go. At Cups we go. This looks very familiar. And ST Place had to go wide there, but I think Flex will keep the place for the timing. As for tyres, obviously HP being the fastest on softs, then we have also Kokeminakis on softs, which apparently is, who apparently is in P15 at the moment. And stuck there, seems like. Because there's a few battles happening at the back. Oh! Well, some contacts happening. I'm not really sure what's happening, but there's a virtual safety car because of debris on track. We have a few people in the pits. That's Formula, and Stella has retired on track already. Formula gets a 5-second penalty for speeding. Kusai also got 1 for colliding with somebody. Okay, what is happening? I'm very confused on what's happening this weekend. Though we have Delanities on mediums, now Formula and Kusai are also going on mediums, and the rest of the drivers on hards going probably for a 1-stop, which is ideal. I mean, it is a very ideal. Yeah, those who pit all went to mediums, so that's the most obvious decision on lap 2. But yeah, HBE still leading from Ipsat, from Flex, from AC Plays, who were having quite a nice fight. Harry Wilkie still there behind SD Plays. Alexo has dropped back. Lemon looking very close on Danny, but so is FG Prof. And so is this pack of cars still close to each other. From potential moves happening through the field as we go back to racing. Looks like someone went wide. Flex meanwhile dropping back. Flex has dropped back massively from that restart and is now looking to make something up as he looks to send it down the inside on Flex, but he has to brake early. You know, on Twisted Go, but he has to brake early not to make contact. And yes, he's enabled. So Esteban has managed to get that P3 back, at least apart positions he had, and Harry Wilkie up into P4 now with Flex in P5. It doesn't look like he's gonna make any moves anytime soon, but will Harry do that though? I think he will. He moves to the inside and ST plays. When ST plays see the position that easily, no he won't obviously. He's doing a kind of replica to what we saw with him and Flex at lap 1. But he keeps the position for the time being. And Flex is spectating this behind as they go side by side. Almost. Something actually happened in the sprint between the few drivers, cops, but yeah. Thursday guy at the end gets a place on SD Place. P3. SD Place moves on with no EIS already. You gotta manage your EIS better as everyone will be on your tail now as Flex sees. And he's going down the inside, which SD Place manages to defend from perfectly. But now he's attracting Alexo, Matt Copper, who's actually taking advantage of Alexo almost spinning out to get a better exit and get the move, but doesn't have enough speed to try that. And now SD Place is falling back because of the huge EIS difference that they have. Yeah, he has always this issue that he burns his EIS too quickly. That's what kind of drops him back up almost immediately. Yeah, raising as well. He's also keeping your EIS. That's why it may seem like you drop off too quickly. And Mipsad also is not in a very good position here. Yes, makes some of the difference. You may be on the different tar compounds, but still, if you have no EIS, it's gonna be hard to still catch. As Matt Copper is now going to try and do it as he does so perfectly. P6 for Place P5 for Matt Copper. Obviously the race is long, so no need to worry for a position now, as you'll have lots of opportunities. Meanwhile, Danny is looking to actually go for the move, drive at any possible corner, to get that P8 from FG. Maxi gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits reversal. Already a few penalties as Flex and Matt are going side by side. Round turn 3, now turn 4. Matt stays behind. Let's Place is looking for a move. Spectating this battle actually, because Matt Copper is much faster and tries to take advantage of the fact that they both had DRS, so Place couldn't catch as much. And they catch into Harry Wilkie at this pace. Says a lot about the fact that this series cannot be really compared, can they? Pro Series and Advanced Series. They're more of series to place the drivers in depending on the points they get. The drivers with good consistency, pace, and so on. But it's not. It doesn't mean like Pro Series is fast and Advanced Series can become the complete opposite. It depends on the kind of drivers that we have that race. Define the series. Christie, meanwhile, defending from Flax as Flax gets the place nice and tidy. Notice the link has happened from this season as we have got almost Alexa there spinning out. Links happened from this season. But from next season it's going to be kind of official the fact that these drivers will have to eventually basically drive in both series. Basically move up series, because we'll try and finish the series that we meant to have. Apart from that, Matt Copper and Twisigo almost collided. Matt is now looking to make the move happen on Harry Wilkie, as he does make it happen before the corner. It now moves into P4, Flax into P3, Harry Wilkie into P5. Having to defend from Messi Place behind, who's actually looking to come back at this. Again, no EIS, nothing you can expect. There's not a good battery to burn, so you won't gain anything. And obviously staying in the IS straight, the IS trains is very, very painful. This track is one of the tracks where the IS trains just don't really cause that much good battles, because you're stuck. You are literally stuck. Unless someone else, the driver ahead, makes a move, you're essentially stuck. As William pits very early, indeed, very early, for wing damage, I suppose so, and he goes for softs. Now, don't mean to judge the drivers and the personal strategies, but I don't think this is going to work as intended, as it's lap 7 out of 26. I would have gone for mediums, but we never know what he's going to do, so let's see if that works out. Thunder Speeder very close to Lemon. As he will have the IS and the Alpine. And FG both now makes the place on Alexa. But Thunder Speeder on the outside before the corner. But Lemon, with the straight line speed that he has, fends off the McLaren for now. The McLaren looks close, but doesn't make a risky move down the inside, like we've seen from an Alpine in a sprint. Just driver that is now ahead of Thunder Speeder. Markov are also looking very close to flex, but not enough to make a move happen. Never mind that, as he does make a move happen, but it's right at the corner. Markov gets the move done on the Mercedes. There's a yellow flag in sector 2, and that's Bosman spinning. And Thunder Speeder, meanwhile, makes the move on Lemon, up into P11 for the McLaren, looking to catch his teammate, who is now leading with a 4-second gap from Maipzad, but he's soft, so starting to fall, as Maipzad is now on a stable gap of 4 seconds, and he's looking like he's gaining a bit. His battle still looking very close between Harry Wilkie, Matt Copper, and Flax and Matt Copper. As Flax and Matt Copper both have low EIS levels, and this helps Harry Wilkie in catching both of them. There's a yellow flag, haven't spun in the straight. Joker gets a 5-second penalty for spitting in the pit lane. Danny Boy get a retard on track again. And Joker gets spits very early as well, and ain't that pulled hard. So he may have got damage to repair. No, he doesn't. He just goes for an early pit stop, which is very weird on mediums. I don't know if the 2-stop is the way to go here, but so if you can do 1 stop with losing much less time, I would prefer that. 3-second time penalty for track limits for Alexo in P8. And now Harry Wilkie has Blacks on target. Lemon with 3-second time penalty for track limits as well. Looks like some drivers really have that straight line speed that they need to defend any possible DRS moves. Remember when I said that Maipzad was getting, never mind that, so now he's losing time to Matt Copper and to HBE as well. I don't know what happened to him, but yeah, it should be the opposite. It should be HBE losing time, but HBE obviously is very quick, so it's gonna take a while before that actually happens. Billion gets track limits, so 3-second time penalty to him as well. Meanwhile, he's very close to his teammates. Both are builds fighting here for P11. Gets wide opened, moves to the inside, makes the move happen, and gets the place on Lemon. But Lemon looks for a switchback. Will that work? Not quite, as Johnny actually defends quite well the inside and keeps the place, but Lemon doesn't not having it. Looks to go down the inside at Cops. Johnny Mitt has to take the wider route and stays ahead. But Lex and Harry also having quite of a fight, with Matt having to go wide for some weird reason. Jokic is with a 3-second time penalty for track limits, and Harry manages to get Flex. Harry managed to stay ahead of Flex, and now kept chasing Matt for P3 for the podium spot. Lemon got back past Johnny, but Johnny's sending it! And Lemon, look at that! Oh! Very close to contact there. Lemon gets the place back. Johnny, with a bit of lag, avoids contact in a miraculous way. They're still in 11th and 12th, losing time to Thunder Speeder as they do this, and to Formula, who's on fresher mediums. Not by much, but still fresh. Twisted Goat is now within a second to Matt, and so is Flex to Harry. The difference is that Harry has managed to use the AS perfectly here, using it every now and then. Matt and Flex haven't, even though this track uses your AS quite a lot, but shouldn't use it all. Matt's copper is now catching Mipsard. Still within a 1.2 second gap within of him, but Jogigis retires in the pits, so no safety car for the time being, which is somewhat some drivers would like. And HB pits. The first of the soft tire runners to pit. For I expect hard. Kursai gets his first penalty as well. 3-second time penalty. Track limits. Hard for HB as expected. Where will he come out? That's interesting to find out. Yes, his teammate passed him now, so I think, yeah. Oh no! This is so bad! HB has just got stuck behind an AI of Jogakis with DNF in the pits. He has to wait for it to disappear to go through. No! What a bad game this is. Man, you cannot code that game properly. I swear. How do you expect to sell F124? How do you? Actually, it's an insult. Just trying to take money off people and just expecting them to buy every single game you do just because they have to. Why you to say that? So you literally want us to pre-order every single game every time, but all the time. You just put little effort in. Look, these bugs can be easily fixed. But it's still here. It's still in the game. Like, come on, it's still in a game where there's this thing of these many issues with online. Like, come on. You know it's ridiculous and you still keep doing this, so... You know... No one, if at this point you wanted to kill the company or just, you know, annoy us. Anyway, you know, sometimes you need a good... You need to at least try and say some things that you hope some employees will listen to and report, because that's the general thought. It seems like they don't care though. That's the bad and the saddest part. But Flex has bid for fresh mediums. So has Kokumlakis. And no one else has paid apart from HP. I would say that's the first proper pit stops. Still don't know what Jogakis tried to do. Not Jogakis actually. I don't know if it was Billion. It probably was Jogakis actually. Probably was. But yeah. Back to the front. Harry Wilkie very close to Matt Copper as Mipsad is still in the lead, and Nesty plays 1.6 from FG Prof. This is not looking good for him. Still has a very big gap from P5 to P6 as Thunder Speeder now overtakes him. There's a safety car. Like that. What happened? Who crashed? I have no idea, but someone has crashed for that to happen. I don't know if it was Alexo who did. Yes, Alexo. Alexo is missing an entire wing. And will slow others down as a result. So that's why the safety car happened. That's very helpful now for the hard runners who can pit for mediums. And HB has pit again for a fresh set of mediums. So has Johnny. Johnny for his first time. Kusai has pit again. Billion stays out. Very bad choice there. Formula has pit again. Delantis pits again. So that's Possuman, I would assume. No, Possuman stays out on 11 lap all regions. And we have Mapsak going in, Matt Copperin going in, Harry Wilkie going in, Leslie Plays going in, yes. FG Pro goes in. Thunder Speeder, I think everyone in the hunt will go in, to be fair. But you never know. There can always be surprises. Will Thunder Speeder continue or go in? They will go in. Alexo, will you go in or will you stay out? You will go in. Lemon will go in as well. So everyone, the hard runners on the hards has pit. And Alexa's got 5-second penalty for spinning in the pit lane and he's now retired. He's out of rage. Now Flex could actually get up into the game here because it's gonna overtake SD Place possibly. No, because SD Place is already ahead. But he's in P5 ahead of FG Pro. So Flex is not too far behind, even though he's unused regions compared to others. So I don't know how exactly this is gonna unfold now. Billion retires. From the session on track, so many retirements in track happening. Lemon going out of the pits now in front of his teammate. Sorry for the silence there. Like it has bit for softs. Talentis is also going in softs as well, I think. Not sure. Let's see. Oh, very fat, very using bold pit crew, and yeah, softs for the Aston Martin as well. Both Aston Martin teammates on softs. Now this will delay the safety car going in procedure to lap 17, I suppose. Unless it decides to go in now and forget about it's impossible, which would be hilarious, not gonna lie, but this game it would be able to do that. Pure Formula there, getting a 5-second penalty for colliding with Kusai under the safety car. So many penalties being given out for that, and he's missing an end plate now. The left end plate to be exact. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but certainly Formula didn't use the brake that much. So now we have Mipsat leading from Matt Copper, from Twisted Goat, from SCP's Flex, FG Pro, Thunderspeeder, Lemon, Johnny, Formula, who heads straight into the pits to repair his wing damage. Then Lemon, Johnny, HB, Kusai, Kukumlaki, Stellantis, and Bosserman. And he goes for socks, it seems like. Saving his penalty as well. He will start from the back now. Fresh stops and onto a charge now. Onto the recovery drive. Kusai, meanwhile, being the only driver on hards. And safety coverage in this lap. Kusai, the only driver on hards, then bottom 4 on softs, and the rest on mediums. I think Kusai will be having a few issues now on this restart, as my upset is looking to get very close to the safety car on this restart. And Matt Copper will stay as close as possible to him to gain that every single tenth that he can get. And Trisco is gonna watch behind, but he has to defend from behind. Matt Copper is looking to go now, but he loses it on the restart, and he goes wide. And Matt is now side by side with him. At turn 1 he goes. Will he have to give the position back? No, he won't. He stays ahead. That's a massive mistake from the Williams, as we have Harry Wilkie trying to go down the inside, but SC Place gets the best of him and takes that P3 right on his hands. But Harry Wilkie is close, but so are others behind. And there's a crash behind. HB has been involved in that incident between Johnny and himself. Back into P15, Formula has jumped to P11 now, making the move on Kukumlakis around. Donald is down the inside. Kusai has spun. Now Formula has Kukumlakis on his target. FG Pro back into the mix as well, following this train of cars for P1 essentially. No JS yet, but they will be activated in a few laps. HB making a move on Johnny now. Blaze looking to get past his teammates here, as Formula gets sets a 1:37.851 as the new fastest lap time. Looking to set to literally tell everyone, make sure that everyone knows who he is and that he's pushing to get back up to the back up at the front. So speaking about him, he's within 2/10 of Lemon. He's gaining and gaining and gaining, but surely won't try to go around the inside of Cobbs. Rather, he will wait. Yes, he will. He tries to get the best exit he can to get past him before Maggots arrive. And next target that he has is Thunder Speeder. He's making a huge charge for the lead right now. And I say the lead because it's very possible, because the gaps are very close. He could get back there in no time with his tires. P7 for him. Look at him go. 127.712. So Markov with the challenging Formula. And Johnny gets a 5-second penalty for speeding the pit lane. He's pits again. Johnny in the Alpine. Could be retirement? Yes, it is. 6 DNFs. And all of those were due to purposeful retirements. I remember the Stellar one, but all those were basically purposeful retirements. Now, Formula is 3 seconds back from FG Pro, and FG Pro is an DRS train, so this will be very hard to catch. If he can do that, that's gonna bring a lot of drivers close to that as well. He's trying, if anything. Oh, moves happening. Harry Wilkie gets the move on ST Place, but so does Mapside on Matt Copper. Back into the lead is the Ferrari then. Delaney is also getting the move done on Lemon on the same straight as well. 3 moves in one straight from 3 different drivers. FG Prof looking like he wants to get the move done on Flex as soon as he gets this chance to. Will he get the chance here? No, he wants to wait for a better opportunity. So he waits. It's a better exit, a way better exit than the Mercedes there. Yes, wide open. Will it do much? Will it do much? Yes, it will. With yes enabled. Can he do it? No. He moves back behind. But Flex goes wide, and this gives time for FG Pro to attack, make contact as well in the process. They're still side by side. As Flex is trying to keep the position, and he does so. He keeps the position for the time being. My wild FG Pro there, trying to make that work. Gogunlak is also very close to Thunder Speed. He could try to move on the straight now. Yes, wide open for the Aston Martin. Very close, gaining. He moves to the outside. As Volkswagen gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits, and Gogunlak is close to move by even before the corner there. Thunder Spitter though is there, but doesn't have the courage to go down the inside of the next couple of corners. And very safe play there. Doesn't want to risk anything which could ruin his and Kugelnaki's race. Kusai in the pits for softs, I would imagine. Indeed it is softs. Pro has another chance now. He's back very close to Flex, and HB has made the move past Lemon, by the way. But Flex this time around, and FG Pro just probably ruined a very good result here. He's got 3-second time penalty to deal with at the end of the race, but that is if no one else gets one. This wide open, he's got a bit farther away, but Flex has got very close to SC Place. He's trying to make the move happen now. He does make it happen now, but SC Place is defending it. He doesn't want to lose another position. He already lost 2 men in this race. He struggled so much. FG Pro has to brake quite late to basically smash his brakes to avoid hitting Flex at back there. Flex almost tried it, but has to stay behind the timing and losing time, valuable time, to Twisted Goat as they do this. As he does it again, round the inside of the Ferrari. They almost touch. FG Pro is still looking for it. He's still there with his car, and Flex spins. Flex spins out of P5. That is not good at all. Too much power, and is now in P9. Oh no! What a bad outcome that was. But this managed to actually got the move on Space done now. Space is not having it. Doesn't look like he's too happy from that, and he does want to get the place back as soon as possible. Considering that, thanks to that, Formula is now almost within a second of these two. And he's managed to build a gap from the rest of the pack. But this is not helping those two, because if they do lose too much time, Formula could actually get up to where they are and possibly fight for a podium position. Because the tires are getting worn now. He's now within a second. He's trying his best to keep himself within that second to get DRS, but it's not that possible at the moment. Considering the tower is not helping him. He was faster before, but now he has to hope that he can enlist right for a podium position. FG Pro goes wide, almost loses it, keeps it, luckily, but this has gained a lot of time on for Formula. That's gained a lot of time from that. Now Formula will have DRS on the next straight. QSI pit for subs and set a new fastest time 127 plus 007 to be exact. James Bond's lap time. DRS wide open for Formula as Matt Copper and Maps are fighting for the lead again. He's still not close enough to make the move happen. Can he do one now? No, he cannot. He's too far behind. Matt Copper has lost the lead from Maps, but it doesn't look like he lost too much time from that overtake. So we'll try one again, I would assume. There's a spin at the back. That's Postman. Spinning. FG Pro very close on SC Place as he tries to make the move. Formula trying to get involved as well in this. It's a three-way fight, but also fight for the lead up front. Formula is trying to go at it. SC Place has lost 2 places in one straight, but he's not having it. He's going down the inside of Formula. Formula is losing again on these two, but Formula is not having it as well. This is defending with his life. 3 wide, almost at cops. Will it work? Will it work? And Formula has to back out from that, obviously. But I don't think this is over. I don't think this is over. This cannot be over yet. Surely cannot. The place moves down the inside of FG Pro, makes the move happen, and for the time being, this is settled. but there's another GS straight coming up, and I think Formula has something up on his sleeves to make something work here. HB has managed to make the move past Flex, and Kukumak is the Thunder Spirit also fighting for that P7 that brings more points home. The McLarens, after struggling, are still getting a few useful points back home. But I wasn't expecting HB to have such a bad race tonight. But I mean, he did start from last, but he also led most of the sprint. So that spin, that incident that he had, ruined his entire race pretty much. This is now last lap, and these three are still fighting, but so are most of all the drivers at the back. Look at this! There's a train forming here. There's literally a train forming here, but it's too late to see something happen, as it's the last lap. Not too late for FG Pro to try something, despite of the penalty on SD Plays. One last chance on the last final time on the DS straight. Matt Copper takes the lead out of nowhere on Maipsad. Maipsad is fighting it with his life. So is Formula as he tries to go round the outside on FG Pro, and so he tries to do that on SD Plays as well. Matt Copper wins it. Sorry for not looking at that. SD Play stays ahead, and FG Pro has to settle with P6, Formula P5. But yeah, Matt Copper steals the win, kind of, from the Ferrari of Maipsad, and takes that Williams to the top spot. P2 for Maipsad, P3 for Twisted Goat, P4 for SD Plays, Formula P5, then Cocomax, FG Pro, HB, Thunder Speeder, Dolanetis, Flex, Lemon, Posthuman, and Kusai, unfortunately, in 14th place, which means last. Basically, because of DNFs that there have been. That's your podium. Matt Copper, Maipsad, and Harry Wilkie of Twisted Goat up there into the top 3 steps for tonight's race at Silverstone. And not the final one, because we'll have another one with the same format on Friday for Pro Series. So be sure not to miss that. It will be on International Paddock as usual. That's your final results. Let me get everything as per normal. So what can I say? That is, that was quite a race, not gonna lie. It is the end though for tonight. It's been all for me. We'll join you all back on Friday for Pro Series at 8 PM UK time. Remember that there is daylight saving now. Yeah, see you, I guess, in 2 days. Bye everyone. It will be on International Paddock, by the way. I've already said it, but better repeating it. It will be on International Paddock, 8 PM UK time. Bye, everyone. See you in 2 days.